tech, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The ball carrier.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7. Texans.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 4. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Going up top for Miller, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Johnson, the ball.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by
no gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or 2, hoping someone comes into contact.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Houston.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. On the return comes Cobb. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sidelines?
First down.
On first down, it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
2-yard line.
Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown,
David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Stephen Hauschka.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Conley on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 39, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact and force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
Watson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 39.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14. Texans 7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Forced out to his left. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Benardrick McKinney gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Cobb to return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Jordan Berry in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. He'll find Miller, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. That lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about horse. That would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A gain of 9.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Under pressure, they got him again. Reuben Foster, the former national champion in Alabama, gets in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
At their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back now at Soldier Field.
14.
This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bears 21. Texans.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here comes Cobb. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Johnson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Jordan Berry.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Coverage defensively.
To throw again, Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The 37-yard line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Watson steps away to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
The 49-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Watson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson.
Watson's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Complete. It's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Running from the gun, Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the Bears,
here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
On the play. 2nd and goal at the Bears.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Final score